Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on last year's national champion, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kentucky's offense is on the field for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Quarterback adapted. On the run, deep down the right side. Let's talk about Alabama. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 48-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Jacobs. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Running back searching for a hole. Fighting off the defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking left. The short hands. It's Jacobs. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. This crowd rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
He'll keep it on the sneak. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
To the air on 2nd down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Somebody nerve kill.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field.
Makes the grab down the middle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in. It's Young. Made it. Still making moves. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wilcox. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Worked out.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. They booted away on fourth down. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes that Alabama offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time. It took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Grabbed in the middle. It's Edwards. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Young. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Trying to get the corner. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Looking downfield, it's Barrett. Moves around to clear up the vision. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff to the single back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Under fire. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Interception right now.
Looking to fire. Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got his man downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
To throw, it's Barrett. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. That's caught. It's Williams. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's got it at the 25. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Into the house. Touchdown time!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun to give, looking for room. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Falling asleep out here.
Starting this third quarter on the ground. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Russell. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky has it back and the big blue offense takes the field. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Using his legs, it's Wilcox. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers. Oh,
gonna let it fly.
What the?
Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll run it. And some room to work. Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. The give to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Using his legs, it's Young. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. Dropping back, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Hale. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes.
Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st, it's at the 37.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. They'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Setting up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb. They've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. On that last drive, defense had no idea what breaks into the open. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They're going to ride this running back. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. It's happened. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He leaves it with his back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, his coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Toss to the outside. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Barrett. Here comes the heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this dude.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smart move to keep it on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got...
Going for it all. And he's got it inside the 20. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
I just wanted the first down.
This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
I just want to get the first down and get out of here.
And they'll take a knee. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
running backs.